Well, I was going to ask you about Trump's hand in all this, really. How has the Trump administration's rhetoric, or basically Donald Trump's rhetoric himself, and his actions influenced European policies and its attitude towards Greenland?
So perhaps Trump was undiplomatic, and perhaps it backfired a little. So he shouldn't have said that transparently and brutally that he wanted to annex Greenland. He should have been more diplomatic about building stronger ties between, Canada, the US, and Greenland. I think that would have been better, that would have served his own interest more smoothly. Because he was very blunt and abrupt, there was a reaction in Denmark and in Greenland itself, to be honest, because after all, J.D. Vance went there to visit a military base 7 weeks ago, and he was not very well received.
He had a cold reception. I think
Yes,
it would be worth saying.
exactly. And so, because of all that, maybe the Europeans are saying, Trump is not winning in Greenland. We have an opening, etc. So the Europeans are trying to exploit, quote unquote, the lack of diplomacy or the small diplomatic mistakes which J.D. Vance and Trump made. It's a fair game, but I think at the end of the day, money is important. To develop these untapped resources in Greenland will cost trillions of euros, which at the moment, quite frankly, Europe doesn't have. It's a very simple figure we should always remember. So right now, take France. America's GDP is 12 or 13 times bigger than France, but there's a bigger figure. The market cap of American companies today is 35 or 40 times bigger than the market cap of French company. So in a way, and the same applies to UK and German companies, in a way Europe already lost because it lost the geo-financial, geo-economic game by having smaller market caps because Europe missed the tech revolution 10, 12 years ago. It missed the giant infrastructure revolution which China seized. And so now, in relative terms, Europe is shrinking. And to fund these gigantic superpower games, you need money, which Europe doesn't have.